Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of Sports Shots Pod. I'm not Kyle, but I'm here with him. But my name is Isaiah. So this is episode 15. 1-5. You know, I honestly didn't think it was going to make it this far. But it did.
I mean, all it takes is consistency.
You are right. Consistency. There's a quote about consistency. I can't remember it. But anyway, I got a phone call from one of our listeners about a few hours after the last episode with Pod.
Really? Do tell.
Yes. So this listener was interested in our question that we had said, we had said, eventually there's going to be someone with $1 billion contract after talking about Soto's $765 million contract. Now, this listener wanted to ask us, who do we think would be worth $1 billion in today or past of baseball? Now, I'm not going to say the obvious answer, right? We both know who the obvious answer is. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go with Bobby Witt Jr. I'm going to say if you sign him at 21 and give him a 20-year, $1 billion contract, I think that would, not be a crazy thing. Getting him $50 million a year, but I think he could be worth $1 billion in a 20-year span. Not 10 years, $100 million each, But he has offense, obviously. We've seen his offense. Doesn't really have the pop too much, but hits the ball over 300. A lot of steals. Gold glove. Defensive guy. He's got that, what the kids called aura now, or swag back then, or chip on his shoulder years prior. But I think Bobby Witt was definitely the guy. Older generation. Am I crazy to say Randy Johnson? I don't think I'm crazy to say Randy Johnson, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Roger Clemens.
Oh, that too, yeah. How many Cy Youngs does he have?
Like 7.
There you go. Oh, that's bonkers. What about you? Does any player pop to your mind when you think $1 billion besides Bobby Bonilla?
Barry Bonds, because he kept hitting 40 home runs into his 40s.
That's true. On roids or not?
I mean, on roids or not, it don't matter. Having grown up watching Bonds in the latter half of his career, I'm glad to say that we're part of a generation that did. So we actually understand, and we saw his greatness as it was unfolding when he was chasing these records. I mean, I remember the moment when he had 714, 715, 755, and 756. And those are just the milestones. Didn't he win like 4 or 5 straight MVPs? Won a Gold Glove every year up in left field, home run champ, and I mean, first of all, you're a badass dude when you get intentionally walked with the bases loaded.
I think he had over 100 intentional walks. I think he had more intentional walks than some. It's a crazy stat that he had. How much they had walked them. Who was that? Dodgers closer pitcher. I believe won a Cy Young.
Eric. No.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, the closer.
Okay.
Gagne.
Was he on roids or no?
Don't quote me on this. We're just a couple guys talking. But what do I feel like? I remember his name being associated. I'm not too sure, but.
He was identified as a user of HGH, human growth hormone, allegedly.
Who wasn't during that time?
But I remember when I believe he won a Cy Young and Bonds won the MVP, and they were going at it. You had, it was roid on roid action. What else could you ask for baseball? It's like 2 heavyweights going at it. But no, I I really like it.
Yeah,
Like your
well,
pick.
the purist in Cooperstown think otherwise. And to your
Oh,
point on Barry Bonds with the intentional walks, 120 times in 2004. That's a record. That'll never be broken. After he
she
was
walked.
37, this is after his age 37 season. He had 333 intentional walks. He had 688 for his career.
That is crazy. 600 and how much?
88 and more than a little more than
Oh,
half came after he was 37.
holy crap, dude. That's intentional walks. No one's even no one's even gonna come close to that shit. Damn.
It's not going to be broken. It's not going to be broken.
No.
They
No way.
don't give up at bats like that. I think the only guy, honestly, today, hometown bias, whatever, but the only guy, there's two guys that you will intentionally walk with the bases loaded. Three guys: Alvarez, Judge, and Otani.
Yes, right now to this day. That's it. But anyway, going back to today's episode, what's in my cup? I'm drinking some Corona Premier. I love me some Corona Premier.
You know, it's not the holidays until you see that Corona commercial where
Or
they
the palm
light up
tree.
that one palm tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
They see that
commercial.
commercial forever.
That commercial will make me get up out of my couch and go grab a Corona. That's how influential that commercial is.
But no, I was like, something was missing. There's two things that sets the Christmas season. There's Mariah Carey, even though I get tired of her in that Corona commercial.
Yep. I never get tired of that Corona commercial. There's also that NBA We Wish You Merry Christmas when they're shooting the hoops. It's like,
Yeah, but they keep redoing that from
I
the
know.
original one. It's lost.
It was fire the first
the
time.
first one, the very first one that we saw was fire.
Yeah.
But ever since then, they kept recreating it. So kind of like what
Yeah.
they're doing with movies now.
Exactly. Yeah. Betting app kind of recreated theirs with their own not sponsors, but their own advertisers or
A
advisors.
betting app that we're not going to name.
Exactly. Yeah. It was awful. It was awful.
Oh well, if it's awful, go ahead and name them.
It was. They had
Damn.
they had
We
a
used
sketch. Drewski. What's that? Adam Spice or that Spice guy when he played Diva Taco for the Bears.
The
No,
Old Spice
he's-
guy.
Yeah, but the big
yeah, I
guy.
know.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know his actual name, but yeah. So they had like those people. Like, it was just bad. I think it was they were just doing like a parody of it. That's why. But it was just funny. But anyway, let's get on to some sport talk, some sports stuff. That's what this pod's about, right? NFL coming down to the wire, but Josh, this man Allen did it again for the third week in a row. He can't be stopped.
Yeah, go ahead and give it to him.
He
Hell,
can't.
go ahead.
Yeah,
and,
MVP.
Go ahead and put him in the Super Bowl. But I don't
he
know.
better.
I don't know because they can't stop anybody.
No, he's have to have these games, and he did. The 6 touchdown game he had, he lost to the Rams. You know.
Yeah, right there. All right, looking at it right now. Before we're 3 weeks away from playoffs.
Yes.
Who is your pick before
Two.
the final two?
Final two. I have the. It's a rematch. I have the Bills and the Lions.
It's a safe bet.
I did. What do you want? I mean, I could have said Chiefs.
Good enough.
You know.
I don't know. Something tells me that this year, if they meet Buffalo, that Buffalo's going to actually finally get them. Sure.
So you're saying Buffalo to win it all?
I ain't saying that, but
Okay, all right. But for sure in the Super Bowl.
at least AFC Championship
Okay.
with home field. That I am saying because
That makes sense.
I kind of need the Texans to go into Kansas City and beat them this Saturday.
Yeah.
and just kind of for bragging rights, just to feel good going into the playoffs. Because as of right now, I got the Texans one and done, but I could change my mind over the next 7 days when they play the Chiefs and the Ravens.
Yeah,
And the
it's true.
NFL, they're wrong for that. They're going to have them play those two behemoths 4 days apart.
Oh, who's your sleeper team?
I'm gonna be biased because of where I'm currently living,
Oh, the
dude.
Vikings.
Man, only because they play a nasty defense, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to because the people here they're so used to heartbreak. God bless them. They're not they're not predicting anything big. But I'm
Hmm.
gonna actually try to hop on the bandwagon for them. We'll see if we can push them
Wow.
because they Vikings need something. They need something. This how many times have we seen the Packers and Vikings in the NFC title in our lifetime?
None.
The Packers and Vikings in the NFC title game?
Packers and Vikings?
Yeah, either
And
one of
then
those two.
oh, I
Oh,
thought you meant like in the
in the
NFC
Super Bowl?
Championship.
No, not together against each other, but I mean just either one of them making it.
I mean, only the Packers. When's
Great. Now,
that? What?
granted, the Packers it kind of leans more heavily to the Packers, but the Vikings made
Yeah.
it there too a couple times
Yeah, yeah, no,
over.
they have, but like only guys I remember there was Favre and Rodgers all the time, not winning it, but they're there. Mine's actually the Chargers.
How?
Harbaugh.
That's not enough.
What do you mean it's not enough?
Herbert. Mm, I
Listen,
don't know, man.
where were the Chargers last year?
I don't know. I forget they exist.
Exactly, but they're they're in a tough
It's probably one
division.
sports franchise that you can easily forget that they're even there.
Okay, this ain't the Jaguars, but
No, well, I mean, you're with the Texans. You play them twice a year, so you're kind of used to seeing them.
I
Hoping
get
for
you.
those
But
wins.
that's you. Someone for Denver could say like, oh yeah, I know the Chargers, or even the Raiders, right? But the
I
Raiders are
forgot about the
more.
Chargers ever since Phillip Rivers left them,
That's a long time
or
ago.
really ever since they left San Diego. I stopped caring about them.
That was a long
That
time
was
ago.
on time, but maybe for you.
Yeah, it was. No, I think the Chargers are gonna be my sleepy pick. I think they have a shot to go too deep for sure.
Where they at? How they look in the season?
They're there's they're the last wild card, but they're in their division because of obviously the Chiefs and then the Broncos.
They almost beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look up their shit for
they
the
lose.
season.
They lost on that doink.
Yeah, not really. I don't want to see individual stats.
Nah, just
I
look up
mean,
like
whoa, well, I mean, that's a good ratio. Herbert touchdown to interception, 16-2. He's
he,
only thrown two picks.
dude. I'm telling you, I'm not I'm not lying to you.
Had running game is kind of man.
Well, I mean, they have the J.K. Dobbins one leg, and then the Gus Bus that can't get really
So
going.
their running game is kind of you know not there for him. Receiving
No,
wise, I mean they got one guy that can light up the field with McConkey. I can't believe I dropped him. I actually had him at fantasy, and then I dropped him.
okay, look,
I chose between him and Nick Chubb, and I kept Chubb.
okay, look. These are the teams that they lost to, right? Chiefs twice,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Cardinals. That one's they lost 15-17.
Well,
Uh,
I feel like they lost. I feel
Tampa
like they
Bay,
played the Ravens. Tampa.
and they
Okay.
lost to the Ravens. Yes,
So minus the Cardinals, they only lost to playoff teams,
exactly, and
which means they're
close
not going
too.
to go for it.
That's also fair. Now they got whooped. They got whooped by Denver. this past weekend for 40-17. Absolutely
Prove my
demolished.
point.
Yeah, they got. I'm not saying, but that's why this is my sleeper. It's not my. Oh, they're gonna go far.
But sound like they actually sleep.
That's why. They hopefully they wake up soon.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
But
speculation.
Speaking about weak, the Lions.
Man, I'm not calling them weak. I wouldn't call them weak. Would you call Dan Campbell weak to his face?
Yeah,
Mm.
I would. I'll call anybody weak to the face, as long as their name is not Jesus.
Hey, that's fair.
Nah,
I'm not calling them weak. They're leaky. They're leaking oil. A lot of it. They're like that beater car, your first ever car that leaves a puddle every time you park. 2010
Honda Accent, my little egg.
I still can't believe you fit in that little clown car.
I didn't. It was the car that I got, and I made it work. Thing filled up with like $18 though. Won't lie.
Hey, that cheap South Texas gas.
Yeah.
Who are you filling up at Pemex?
Shit, wherever was the cheapest. There wasn't a lot of places in our college town.
Nope, HEB, and that was it.
Practically, or some gas station owned by some international people that had overpriced.
I was not putting that gas in my car.
I don't even know if it was gas.
Exactly. I mean, shit. I had enough problems out of my pallet. I had to change the power steering. I had to change the transmission. Last thing I needed was to have some bad gas. I have that enough myself.
Internally, not an internal bad gas.
Anyways, while we're talking about cars, sticking to the Motor City, yeah, the Lions, they're I don't know, man. They losing a lot. Seem like they're losing a lot of guys. The biggest hit was Montgomery going down, so they're losing their red zone game.
You want to hear something crazy?
What?
So David Montgomery is rushing.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. I want to guess. Does it have to do with gambling?
Yes.
Okay, I saw that stat. Go ahead.
Yeah, so David Montgomery's line for rushing yards this season was 775.5. That was the line. Montgomery just got hurt. He's out. He's done for the year. He had 775 rushing yards. You're praising the Lord if you took the under, and you're at the bar if you took the over. That hurts. Now, I mean, the line was, the odds are probably like, I don't know,
And they say the
120.
NFL isn't scripted.
They're like, we can't have both running backs hit the over. But that's, in the sports gambling world, that sucks. That's what you call a major hook.
Is someone actually putting in a parlay for that?
I'm pretty sure.
Are people doing that? Are they going that far?
People put parlays for MVPs of every league and try to hit them all. You know? That's what people do. People try to put the championship winners for every league and try to hit them all. Someone almost did. Almost turned $10 into $10,000.
I mean, you still got to pay taxes on that shit.
Yeah, but, you keep like 60, But with almost NFL playoffs coming, our fantasy league playoffs start this week. Your boy is first at 13-2. I finished strong.
But who's coming into the playoffs hot?
Me? You seen the winning streak?
You seen mine?
Please. You have what, 10 wins?
You have.
Listen,
I
want you to lower your voice. I want you to lower your voice when you talk about this.
Your winning streak is one more than mine, okay?
Yeah, so I need your voice to be one tone lower.
Yeah, okay. You had a weak division.
I don't think you beat me, sir. Remember last time I whooped you? And you stole me a steak dinner. So I want to hear you talk.
Bet you won't put it up on the line for a championship.
If we make it a championship, I'll do double or nothing. You got to buy my whole family a steak dinner.
Oh, hell, man.
Yeah, you want to do that? You gotta put it up on the line.
You crazy. You crazy.
So I'm first. Kyle's second.
I love it.
Kyle's 10-5. He
I
got.
did that once. And I was a thank you for helping me.
Yep.
And I cleaned your kitchen.
Yep. So Kyle is playing the third place. I'm playing the fourth place. And projections are just projections. I don't like looking at projections. Anything could happen. You know, I got sold by Joe Mixon, Tyreek Hill, but I still ended up squeezing it out last week.
I got sold by, well, I mean, I guess he was on the bench. Cooper Kupp, thank God I put him on the bench.
Oh my gosh, goose egg. Played the whole game. Goose egg.
I didn't even know. It didn't matter if someone sold for me because freaking golf from St. Brown. I told you I needed them to turn in a Burrow and Chase.
You texted me
and
that.
they fucking turned in to Burrow and Chase.
They did.
I fucking called it.
In our league, Brown had 31.3 points, and Goff had 51.06.
50 burger.
51.06. That's crazy. But they did that. And you need them to do that for 2 more games.
You notice how I swapped golf for my boy Stroud?
I know.
And you notice how that kind of correlated to my winning streak?
Yep. You had all you had to do was put your pride aside.
I kept Nico in though.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I forgot to mention. I talked about what I'm drinking already a while back. What are you drinking?
Oh, we're going way back.
Way back.
Actually,
21 minutes in.
Yeah. I guess we drunk already. I'm finishing this. What's this bottle? What we call this? Robbers. Yeah.
From
I still have
Wisconsin, right? Like Wisconsin made.
I still had this shit sitting on top of the cabinet, and I was like, man, I had this in a minute. Actually, it's just a good thing for a couple of reasons. One, we're gonna do this shit every day.
Yeah.
Now, we're not advocating alcoholism.
Nope.
But
no, we're not.
No. So
unless
I'm just
kidding.
We should probably have that disclaimer on episode 1, but
it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. But yeah, no, I let it last. So that's what I like to do with all my recreational activities.
Yeah,
gotta let that shit last.
You got to. But let's move on to some MLB talk because a lot of big off-season moves have been happening.
Man, can we play the song? What happened? Hopefully, what happens if I play this song?
What song? I won't hear it. I won't be able to hear it. You'll hear it. I won't be able to hear it.
Damn, none of y'all won't be able to hear it.
I could put it in here as long as we don't get copyrighted.
Can you put Sarah McLachlan on in the background? Just like play it on low. Like, you know what song I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my God.
I didn't even hear what you said. That's why.
You didn't hear what I said?
What'd you say?
I said, look up Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, okay.
You know what song I'm talking about, right?
The exact song? No.
So you was never okay. Well, I guess when you was in the car with your mom as a kid, you were basically you probably listening. You wasn't listening to like a lot of the, American music, Latino.
Worship music, baby.
Worship. That was only in my grandmother's car. No, I will remember you. Play that.
I will remember.
Yes. Just keep that on in just keep it while we talk over this segment.
Go ahead.
We're playing it for 2 because one is gone and the other is gonna leave.
Yeah,
it's over. That run, it's over.
Kyle Tucker, I love you. Thank you for the Gold Glove. Thank you for the great regular seasons.
Thank you for everything. It wasn't like he didn't do shit.
No, just some playoffs. But he got us there.
Mm-hmm.
He got us there.
Except for one game in Game 1 in the World Series where he hit the 2 home runs and then he was gone after that.
Yeah. Thank you for Game 1. We got 3 players from the Cubs for them, right?
Yep. Or like a major leaguer and like 3 prospects, something like that.
It was a
I
major
know
leaguer,
Paredes.
third
Isaac
baseman.
Paredes. He's not going to be terrible. Like,
No,
hopefully, I know Astro fans are delusional, but hopefully
Yeah.
they realize that
Casuals.
yeah. He's with the Crawford boxes, I think he's a switch hitter.
Yeah,
He's gonna like he has at least 25 to 30 in his back.
he's a 80 RBI guy. That's what we
Yeah.
need. We need RBIs.
I'm not actually mad about plugging him in.
No.
Let's just hope that the minor leaguers pan out.
Yeah. Then we got a pitcher. I can't remember his name. Major leaguer pitcher.
One of them is supposed to be ranked pretty high in the Cubs system.
Yeah, he was the 5th or 6th ranked prospect. He was a infielder. Cam Smith, something like that. I forgot his name.
Yeah, no, that's his name.
Yeah. And then the other, Breggy, sounds like the Red Sox are already pushing for him, Alex Bregman.
Didn't I call that?
You did actually, yeah. Yeah. When I played the show this past year, that he went to the Phillies. So maybe
They tried. No, they tried with Tucker.
they did, you're right.
Um,
You're right.
Nah, I mean, I'm actually more fine with Bregman going to the Red Sox than the Yankees.
I am too. Did you hear who just got traded to the Yankees?
No.
Cody Bellinger.
Hmm.
They traded for one outfielder and got rid of the other one.
How does Cody Bellinger feel getting replaced by an Astro?
Oh, I don't know.
With all the shit that he talked about.
Lose to them in the World Series and then get replaced by one. This man has now is going to first the Dodgers, one powerhouse organization, now the Yankees.
Yeah, no, let's not complain. Like, he's still getting his 20 mil a year.
Yeah,
and he played for the 3 most legendary teams.
He won the MVP that year, right? 2017.
Nah, it was like 2019 he won the MVP.
You're right. Pretty sure you're right.
And he has that Mickey Mouse ring with the Dodgers.
Right.
But that's it. He doesn't have the real ring that the Dodgers have, which
is last year.
Yeah, which props to them.
GG.
I mean, who would you, as an Astro fan, who would you rather have shit talking you that they finally got a ring? Dodgers or Yankees?
Dodgers.
I hate them both so evenly. I don't know who to pick.
I mean, the Yankees haven't done it, in 15 years?
I mean, yeah, I'll probably say I'd rather have the Dodgers. I'll say Dodgers just because I would rather be in LA over New York any day. Like,
there you go.
If I had to choose, like, if I had to actually choose which city to live in between LA and New York, if those are my own choices, LA all day. So,
if you give me those two choices, I would still say Texas or Florida.
I gotta get out the craziness.
So you're going to California? It sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy, but we're our own kind of crazy too.
That's true.
Anyways, moving
and then
on.
the White Sox. Go ahead.
Chicago, they have a meltdown. So all their teams suck, and that's actually going to be my off topic about, because I was listening to something that came out of Chicago about that trade, getting rid of Crochet, and it's just you feel for Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you have all 4 of your major league teams and every one of your owners are penny pinchers?
Yeah, when's the last time Chicago has won it then? Well, not recently, for the Cubs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's already 10 years ago, man.
It's been that long?
It's getting, just about.
Damn.
Shit.
Who does Chicago have a hockey team?
The Blackhawks.
Are they any
They
good?
hadn't really done that. They won the Stanley Cup last decade. They hadn't done shit since. The Bears, we know about them.
Yeah,
It's
we know about the
ongoing.
players.
It's ongoing as we speak. They
It's
are who we thought they were.
it's been going. Yep.
But nah, for the White Sox, I mean, it's it's they're giving the A's a run for their money as far as how to tear down a major league team and rebuild.
Oh my gosh.
Are they going to break their own record for losses next year?
Nah, no way. No way. There's a reason why that
I kind
record
of want to
stood.
see.
There's a reason
I
why that
kind of
record
want to see
stood
it.
for
What
60
if it
years.
happens?
No
What if
way.
it happens?
No
What if
way.
it happens?
I don't
Come
think you
on,
could
man.
do that if you tried. Yeah, I mean, yes, you could. But
No, but if they did, they would be trying.
they would be. Yeah, if they did it, they're trying to lose. That's there. Like I said, there was a reason why the Mets held that record for 60 years. You know. No, I think there's no way they get worse. Ain't no way.
I mean, they ain't trying to get better.
You're not wrong about that either. Have
But the
you?
information- I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see those Yankees playing Bellinger. Man. Damn.
Yeah, they traded.
All right. He's gonna
They
use that
got-
little league right field and
Yeah,
take advantage of that.
he's basically taking Soto's spot, practically, at over half of the price.
Probably have the price of Bregman too.
Probably.
He wants 200. I wouldn't give it to him. We see
200
how
for
he
what?
is.
For
No.
how many years does he say or no?
We know he doesn't want 5 or 6 or whatever it was the Astros gave him. So it's got to be in the 7 to 8 range. We see how he is in April. In May.
Yeah.
And I know that's otherwise the signing would have already been done by now if he was, kind of
Yeah.
like Shohei from April to September,
Exactly.
or in this case all the way to October.
I know.
MLB got what they wanted. They wanted Shohei in the playoffs. They fucking got it.
Yeah, he's starting to become worth the money, and he'll probably be even more worth the money once he starts pitching again. But I want to just point out something that's not MLB, NBA. I saw a stat that NBA ratings and viewership is down at an all-time low from this previous decade, since 2014.
Yeah, it's because of all the pussy soft play that's happening throughout the league. It's all the side shit that they're doing. That obviously turns a lot of fans off.
Yeah.
Um,
What pisses me
they don't
off?
play defense.
I'm going. What's his name? Adam Silver, right?
Yeah.
That's the commissioner. How are you trying to expand internationally when you can't even hold your own, target audience? I don't get that.
I mean, the only reason why the NFL is doing that is because they done sucked up all the money in America. They're trying to go abroad.
Yeah, it's true. I haven't bought something from another shop in years. I've already paid too much for streaming.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute.
Shit, you could talk about that now. We could segue into that.
Well, first thing I want to segue into is, kind of piggybacking off our news segment where we just kind of blow off steam for a little bit. I am getting sick and tired of seeing these carts in my. See, we have the luxury in these apartments of having like little shopping carts to carry your shit from the garage to your floor and your room and shit.
Oh, okay.
So you get them from the elevator lobby, right? That's where you get them, or that's where it's supposed to be. So you can, because it's in the parking lot, and then you go to your car, get your shit, and then go to your room, unload, and you're supposed to bring the carts back down to the down lobby.
Sure.
Are people doing that? No. I am finding these shopping carts in the trash room where you drop into the trash chute. I'm finding carts in there.
So people are using it to take the trash, probably.
And it's like, I'm trying not to think that because I still would like to put my groceries on that shit without having to worry about. Well, you got to do it anyway, but it's like wiping down the shit all the damn time. But it's like you get the shit, and then you didn't get it from there, but yet you're leaving it there. And then you wonder why there's no
Yeah.
carts where it needs to be because everyone's leaving scattered everywhere. I'm seeing them just left in front of the elevators, seeing them in the middle of the hallway, and it's the laziness that fucking annoys me.
Yeah, that will grind my gears for sure.
It's the laziness of people. You didn't get it from there yet. You're too damn lazy and you're too damn entitled that you don't think that the next person needs to use it, so you just leave it wherever. It's like, did you get it from there?
Yeah, yeah. The only
Next
thing
thing.
the only thing I have
Go
to
ahead.
say about me grinding my gears with apartment based or community based is when people park in their non-paid parking spot or someone else's paid
They're
parking
parking
spot.
your spot.
No, there was
Uh,
one time a cleaning crew came in to clean an apartment. There was like 12 girls came to clean one apartment. It was crazy. And you've seen the apartments here; they're
the
not
fuck
that
happened
big.
in that apartment?
I have no clue. I don't ever want to ask, but they parked in my spot. I was barbecuing outside. They parked in my spot. This was months ago, and I was like, "Hey, that's one that you know. That's my spot. I know you're probably dropping off stuff, but I just want you to know that you paid that." Like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll move." So then they leave, right? They go wherever. Then one lady comes back. I'm like, "Hey, just letting you know that's my spot. I pay $50 a month for that spot. I need that spot." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah." And then so she goes somewhere else to another apartment, and then walks back 5 minutes later, and then moves. But I've seen people get towed near my apartment, literally towed. And I remember there was one time this person was getting towed. This guy just parks there because he assumed that was no one's spot that was just open. But the tow truck came. They tried to contact the guy, the owner of the truck, that was parked in the wrong spot. They didn't answer right. So he hooked it, hitched it, about to drive away. I see the dude running in just shorts, just running. And he's trying to stop some. He ends up like paying him something to drop it. And then he moves it and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
there's a drop fee.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what really grabbed me. When people are in a place or take a spot that's yours and you pay for that spot. It's almost, stuff like that. Now, if I'm at work and you park in my spot because you showed up earlier than me, that's fine, whatever, right? I'm not going to complain about walking a few more extra steps. But if you park in my paid parking spot, that's where, I'm gonna say something. But yeah.
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that shit because uh, remember those apartments when I was in Corpus, the ones I was telling you to go to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had covered parking, and I had actually bought two spaces, like one next to each other, and because at the time I had a reason for that extra space. So
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go down that road. But at the times where it was open, there would be people just randomly just park up in there, and I'm like, who the like? First of all, it's covered. You're not supposed to be. You know damn well if you paying for a covered space or not as compared to the other spaces. So
Right, right.
damn well you ain't supposed to be parking there. Fuck is you do? And then you will pull up right next to my car sometimes there. So you know what I started double parking. I just said
You dirty talk.
I'm paying for it.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. You are.
It's
You
like,
are.
nah, we're gonna stop this shit, man. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
no. I double park. I swung that car in there like nothing. I didn't give a damn. I'm paying for this shit. So y'all go park somewhere else. You ain't parking in my spaces.
Your good old Impala.
Oh, that was big body.
Yeah,
So,
it was. It was.
shit, man. I didn't give a damn. I paying for my shit. I'm possessive. Don't park in my spaces.
I
Lucky
get
I
you
didn't
on that.
snitch on your ass and had a tow truck.
That's what people do around here, and they do it quick.
I should have, but then I'm like, man, could be a snitch.
But you know what? What also is a pet peeve of ours, or what we're just annoyed of, tired of? Streaming apps. You're on mute, sir.
Of course, it was right when I go on mute. No, yeah, mainly because I was bitching about it yesterday because I was having trouble trying to put the game on. But then it's just like I shouldn't have to do this. I don't. Why was it that it was so easier? Look, here we are in our 30s, already talking about back in our day. Like when we were kids, it was just one cable service, one satellite service, or whatever, and that's all you have to worry about. But now these damn TV companies have got so fucking greedy between them and these streaming apps because partly also they're paying these large sums to be having these sports games like the NFL, NBA, and all of them, even soccer. Like with NBC and Peacock, how much they're coughing up to have the Premier League, and you see how large those contracts are. So it's like, in a way, it's kind of another trickle down just to pay for these overly large contracts, stadiums, and other salaries, where you're hiking up the prices of these TV packages. We don't. I say, do you watch anything else besides ESPN and whatever the local channel that the game comes on?
So I have the NFL Game 8 ticket.
I don't even have that. Okay,
well,
like let me zip my laptop, please. The fifth. Continue.
So So I only watch ESPN typically, right? NFL Sundays I watch, NFL Game 8 ticket, the 4 multi-view TVs, whatever, 4 games at a time. Even though one of them is always Red Zone, right?
I watch Red Zone too. Don't act
you dirty dog. But no, I mean I watch NFL Network when it comes to like the Combine. I love watching the Combine. I don't know why. NFL Combine. I like watching NFL Combine. So I watch NFL Network during that time, which is like March, April-ish. I watch it during that time. Don't watch the MLB Network. Don't watch the NBA Network. Wish I could watch the Spurs. Wish I could watch the Astros, but I can't because I don't have, whatever.
But you do.
I don't anymore. I just don't have the time, and I hate the delays. I hate the buffering, having to go back to it. I'm done with it. I am not a fan. But yeah, no, mainly just ESPN. If I'm chilling, right, on my couch, have a beer, Saturday, there's no sports, I'll watch ESPN. If I'm not watching a movie or a show.
Unless you're watching with your wife. Unless you're watching with your wife.
What am I watching?
Unless you watch a movie or whatever show.
Right, yeah. Me and my wife usually watch movies or show. We've been watching Modern Family. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, dude.
That show is hilarious.
I love it, dude.
Damn. What season y'all in?
5?
Oh, okay. So the baby is already talking and walking and shit.
Kind of. He's walking. Yeah. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. So, something like that.
Oh man.
But I remember when ESPN Classic was a part of the regular package on TV.
Yeah.
Now that shit is on. Like I remember looking at the list of services from Dish Network, and that shit was at like the highest package that they offer. You'd be paying like damn near $200-$300 a month for that shit, with all the other channels that they had. And I'm like, what happened to it to where it used to be offered free? I remember having all the ESPN channels. We had ESPN, ESPN News, ESPN2, ESPN Classic, and then ESPNU. And you had all the other TV channels. You name them. Like,
ESPN Ocho?
That was late. That was later. If that's even real.
It's like cornhole. That's what ESPN Ocho is.
I mean, what are they playing on that shit?
Cornhole. Literally cornhole. Professional cornhole. Darts.
If anyone is putting parlays for that, we really need to get the gambling helpline for.
Yeah, because children play that game, so you're putting parties on children.
Yeah.
You need to step back and take a look in the mirror.
But that's just how far it went down. Like, I remember, like, they used to show the old Ali fights on that shit. That's probably why they stopped doing it. That was like, wait a minute, this shit's actually worth money. Can't let the peasants watch this for free.
Exactly. What are we doing? This is bad business.
But like, TV used to be so easy now, and now it's just so frustrating, and it's very frustrating.
Oh my gosh.
Because you need to have. If I want to watch games on CBS, I'm having to sign on to Paramount. When I'm watching the Sunday night game, I'm signing on to Peacock. When I'm watching, if I'm trying to watch the Texans. Because I can't watch it here, because in the market I'm getting whatever it's up in Minnesota, so I gotta watch the Texans through
thing.
other ways. Yeah, and if I want to watch Fox, I have anything on Fox. I have to,
I hate Prime.
compromise. Supplement.
Yeah,
so
if you want to watch Thursday, you have to watch on the Prime.
Exactly. Like It's too damn much. It's too damn much. And then when you're trying to look for a movie to watch or a show to watch, you got to Google it to see what is on, and then whether or not it's free.
Right.
Or because sometimes you can look up shit and then you still got to pay for it, even when it's on there.
Yeah. You know what really pisses me off is when last season I bought the NBA season pass. Couldn't watch the Spurs.
I'm paying for it right now. Wow.
Couldn't watch the Spurs.
That's true, because I can't watch the fucking Timberwolves up here, even though I'm not trying to, but I can't. Exactly. And I'm paying for it. That's the next thing that pisses me off. It's these fucking blackouts. Oh. When you're already paying for the services.
Exactly, especially with the Astros. I just hate blackouts. I have to wait till it's like on Fox or TBS or ESPN. It's like, oh, dude, I want to see 5-7 games the whole season. Would I have to get another subscription or have to go another streaming service to get theirs? Like, what is it, Fubo?
And that's what and that's what really threw me over the edge, was because I looked on and saw that YouTube TV increased their price the other week. Yeah, it's up to like $83-$84 now.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, again, y'all doing this to me again? What are you scared of? Tariffs? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's try to bring up the levels, bring down the rage, bring up the feels.
Nah, because the next topic kind of keeps the rage on there. Because this is kind of what I was relaying to with what's going on in Chicago. When should fans stop being a blind sheep to these teams and these organizations? What I mean by that is, when the team is bad and when they're clearly trying to be bad, and they've been bad for so long, when do you stop fully supporting them in order for change to happen? Because notice that what do you think is going to happen if the Dodgers have one bad season, especially these days?
They're gonna riot.
They're gonna fucking riot and make sure that they buy everything that's fucking available and so be damned if they don't make it to the World Series the next year, or at least close. But just look at Chicago. Look at across the board. They had maybe the Cubs, it was destined that they had to win. But why did it take them 100+ years to get that shit? And why are they okay with the nickname being called the Lovable Losers? Why are you accepting that?
Who is this again?
The Cubs. You know that's what you call them.
Now I do.
You don't know that? Yeah. That's one of the nicknames, the Lovable Losers. Because they were always on, because you notice how the Cubs is kind of like America's team for baseball, right? Because they were always on WGN, and no matter where you are in in the country, that was always part of the TV package. So if you didn't have a baseball team, more than likely you always had the Cubs on TV. So everyone was just start watching the Cubs, and the Cubs were always playing, especially on the weekends. They played these afternoon games. They were always air the games. So I mean, you go to fucking Wyoming, you see people in Cubs hats. So like
This is
it's
true.
but why are they okay with sucking for so long? You know why? You know why? Like the Saints, they suck for so long. The Lions, they suck for so long. Well, hopefully now they're coming up, but they had like a little blip in the '90s with Barry. Um,
That's true.
trying to think in baseball. The Pirates. When the hell are they going to come around and win something? I
Yeah.
mean, Kansas City got lucky. It came up, but at least they know it wasn't a fluke because they went to the World Series in back-to-back years. Um, what's another team? The Rockies. When are they going to actually put on the winning product? They had one lucky year where they made it, and then that was it, and they ain't really done shit since.
The Marlins.
Oh, that's that's like a chemistry project to study and break down. Because how the fuck did they win those two World Series and they suck every year beyond that?
Baseball, man. How did the Diamondbacks and Rangers get to the World Series a couple years ago? And not do
Well, the
nothing.
Diamondbacks already had one. The Diamondbacks, they've been winning
Yeah.
since day one, since
That's
they
true.
started.
That's true.
They
They got
started.
Bumgarner.
And we're not going to talk about the Rangers.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But you know what?
Thanks.
We've been ranting enough. We've been ranting for several minutes now. Let's go into something
Yeah,
that
we sound like too old, man.
might cheer us up a little bit, Kyle. Now I want to know your favorite artist that's not a rapper. Now
You should have had me prepared for this. More
Oh.
prepared. Well, I should have.
I have one that
All right.
comes to mind immediately when I think of somebody. And it's he's 5'5". He's brown. He's got curly hair.
You suck at describing.
It's Bruno Mars.
Hmm.
I love me some Bruno Mars song, man. Bruno Mars could literally put me in a good mood if I hear one of his songs. He recently did one.
I heard he's broke.
Is he? I don't know. His voice isn't. His voice ain't broke. That's what
I don't know. That could just be shit.
probably.
Isn't he in some debt or some shit?
I don't know. I just know he just did a song with Lady Gaga. I think it's called "Die with a Smile."
You like that pop shit.
Shit's a banker. That's what Bruno
can't-
Mars
I can't-
is.
I can't get with that super mainstream. They shove it down your throat music. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Lady
but
Gaga's one of
I'm
them.
not that mainstream. Or
Yeah,
I could tell you who's at the top of the charts right now. I have no clue.
That's a hard one for me because, I mean, rap is mainly what I know, but then I've also delved into house over the last few years.
Patti LaBelle.
I mean, we got talking to my mom right now.
Tina Turner.
Okay, that's probably you.
All right, fine. Gladys Knight.
I mean, that is why the fantasy's name is what it is, right? You know, Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Yeah.
Y'all the Pips.
I figured that once I saw it.
I'm probably just go with a safe bet and just say fucking Cascade or Lane 8
Okay.
in my house genre for rock. Oh, and also for house, Christoph, he's a good DJ. I like him. For rock, I'm gonna have to go with Stain. I love that band.
I mean, you've said two already.
Yeah, I said two.
That's
We'll
fair.
just go with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
let's go with those two.
Just because like that's just shit that I easily just jump to
Sure.
whenever I have shit on repeat.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
some reason, I like there's different type of jams that I go with, but
sure.
I mean just because you put me on the spot
A little bit.
a little bit with that. If I had more prepared, I would have really done the study and the homework on it. Might be at least on the music, what I've been listening to. But like, yeah, we just leave it there.
Yeah. No, yeah. We'll just leave it there. I mean, most of this will be cut out anyway towards the end.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
cut out a lot of the shit because that's why I
Lot
was
of
taking advantage. Yeah,
But yeah, no. I mean, I think we could conclude episode 15 right there. Do you
I
think?
say so. I
All
say
right.
so.
That's
Sure.
all I need to hear.
I said enough.
All right.
It's been a long week, also. You know what's going on. Also, with my family, there's
Yeah,
oh,
a
a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of unanswered questions. So this is, I originally wasn't going to do this, but I said, nah, man, let's keep the content flowing, keep
Yeah.
it going. But yeah, I'm glad that I came with. I feel like I came with some good fastballs, given the circumstances of
You
everything
did.
that's going
You
on.
really did. Not all weeks are going to be better than the previous one.
But yeah, people, to our listeners, there's a lot of shit that's going on in my family that's involving death, and I'll just leave it with that.
Leave it at that. But we'll come back with happier moods, I hope. We don't know what's going to happen next week.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we know what will happen. We will see y'all next time for episode 16. So stay tuned. And we'll see you then. Later.
See ya.